What is up, traders? Welcome back to the channel. I haven't traded much this week. I had some family in town, so basically I did trade on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I am doing this video on a Friday night. So this was a price action for the day, and this is just rough. This is rough, and I do like ranges, but man, 8-point range, no thank you. But I do want to give you an update on the accounts. Before I forget, the coupon code is gonna be Elite 90. That's for the 90% off on the option 1 on any size evaluation. Bullnox sends me a lot of like coupon codes, and I don't even know how to like advertise it, so to speak. But there's a coupon code that'll be in the description below for a 50k option 1 or 2. If you don't like the trailing drawdown, you can do option 2, which is end of day, and it is also basically 90% off as well. But that coupon ends on the 20th, so there's some choices there. But if you want the 90% off on the rest of the accounts, option 1, go ahead and use my code. But of course the Apex is doing 90% off as well. They're doing a 250k account for like less than 20 bucks. I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't know why they're doing it. It's weird. And if the activation fee is actually really nice. That's a hell of a deal if you do pass that. But if that's your thing, go ahead and get it. I'm not for it. I don't think beginners should trade with that much leverage. Anyways, my accounts, yes. So master account looking pretty good, 978 in the profit. Like I said before, once I pass $1,000, I'm gonna scale to 2 contracts and so on and so forth. These two, not much change here, just because again I don't want to trade them. I do have to keep them active, otherwise they will close them for me. And of course the valuation, we are about 1 trade away from passing. We're sitting at $5,940. Pretty much, again, I don't want to say it's in the bag, but I mean it's 1 trade, so lots of things could happen with, you know, with that 1 trade, but technically speaking, less than a trade away from passing. Now I will say this, unfortunately I have to close this account or cancel it, terminate it, whatever you want to call it, because I found out that, I didn't find out, but I kind of got some clarification on, if you want to trade in Bullnox, if you want to trade more than 3 master accounts, let's say if you want to add the 4th one, you got to have all those 3 accounts at $1,600 or above, right? So basically above your safety net. As you can clearly see, I don't have that. I'm not even close, so I can't even if I do pass this evaluation, I can't even trade the master account because I have to have other ones up to $1,600. So really kind of like, it is what it is type of thing. But it was a nice challenge for myself. I wanted to do it because the target profit is $6,000, which is a lot, and I'm glad I was able to do it, just because it feels good to know that I can do this. And I traded this with the Renko bars, exactly how I'm trading every day. There's nothing special, although one thing I did change was the runners. And honestly speaking, I've never actually like traded with runners completely. I have traded runners back when I first started, but again, that wasn't like you know, a fully thing that I wanted to like implement. But I did want to try traded with runners on this account, and I did. And those runners, they do add up, and they do make your target, or your take profit, I should say, or whatever, your gains, a lot better. I would say that, because I know that once I lock in my initial profit, the 1 tick, kind of like what Mac does, the 1 tick scalp, right, and then just leaves the runner. And I leave the runner until it's either I get stopped out, or I'm in like, it hits my target profit, right? So there's a few times where I did move to break even, but most of the times I just let it run. And sometimes I'll catch 2, 3, 4, 5 points on just a single contract, and that's over time, that adds up. You might not think about, you know, in that moment, like, yeah, it's only like, you know, let's say 3 points with 1 contract, that's only 150 bucks. Okay, but if you do that, you know, 2, 3, 4 times, that adds up. But yeah, I would love to incorporate a runner into my, you know, current trading with my current size, but I just can't do that just yet. But hopefully in the future I can. But that's that. Let's talk about the No, I should mention I passed this evaluation in 10 trading days. So that's another thing I was kind of like surprised. I could have passed it earlier, but I did scale back down to one contract when I got closer to target profit, and just traded with a single contract. And that's what I usually do anyways. So I don't recommend doing full contracts when you're getting closer to target profit, just because it messes with your psychology and your confidence. But enough about that. Let's talk about Top Step. So Top Step, yeah, looking pretty steady. Now, full disclosure, I did failed my first initial Top Step account, the one I started last week. I was up around 500 bucks on the last account, and I just couldn't see the price. And the problem is, I'm so used to watching the Renko bars that I forgot how to trade normal candlesticks. It's crazy, like it really is. And I also been trading on a 5-minute chart, which I'm not sure why I did that, because I don't trade in a 5-minute chart. So I did scale it back to 2-minute, so that's a little bit better. But yeah, once I was like, it's crazy. It's so crazy how my eyes are used to like seeing Renko bars, that this became kind of like oh shit, like what is this? But anyways, yeah, I had to get another account, and we're looking pretty steady. But yeah, it was just funny. It's funny to see that. But the problem with this is that I don't know how to figure out how to enable the entries and exits on these charts, and I think it's not available just yet. I think they have to still kind of work on it. Also, I could go back to 2000 tick chart, and I swore to myself that I will never go back to 2000 tick chart. And I should say never, but still I refuse to trade 2000 tick chart. And I don't want to do it. I did look at it, and I was like, no, hey, I'm not going back to that. But the problem with this, the tick charts as of right now, and I'm sure they'll fix it later, is there's a tick countdown timer. So you kind of like waiting and just trying to anticipate when the candle is going to close. And I guess I could look at the Ninja Trader countdown, but you know how they are, like no tick chart is the same. So it is what it is. Not really important for me, but because I'm not trading them. But yeah, for the trade here, I took a short here. It was basically a second entry. Now the way I trade these charts, I kind of just go off of the these levels from yesterday, honestly speaking, and I really like them a lot. And most of the times when the price is in the range, the price does react to these levels. And of course, your usual, your channels, breaks, and retests and things like that. But it was a nice little second entry short here, and I took basically like a double bottom here. I took a long here. It is an inside bar, which I did not like at all, but I did see this is kind of like almost a double bottom here, and it reacted nicely at the close of yesterday. So decided to pull trigger and got my, I think it was 2 points, I can't remember. And yeah, I was done. But yeah, I mean that's really that was it for my week. Honestly speaking, not much else going on. I did apply for Top Step so I can get a coupon from them, discount code, but they haven't responded back, so I'm assuming I didn't get it, because there's like a whole application thing that I have to do. And I did actually do some research on another prop firm that I think is getting slept on, to be honest, and I really like what they're offering. And this is not a new prop firm or anything like that. It's been around for quite a while, but I just kind of recently came across about them, and yeah, I'm working with a coupon code for them as well, and I'm just doing some more research on them in terms of like the payouts and stuff like that. There's some really cool things that they're doing that I don't see anybody else doing it, and I really think that if they could just adjust a few things, they could really be a solid contender to Apex. I mean, I don't think Apex is the best prop firm, but just because of their sales, that's why they're kind of like a preferred prop firm. But I mean, Bullnox is pretty good too, but a lot of people don't like the whole safety net, which it depends how you look at it. But the one that I'm thinking of or that I'm talking to, yeah, they are. The payout is really nice. The payout structure is really nice, and I'll talk about it later when I'm finalized with the code and everything like that. So anyways, that's it from me. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend, and I catch you guys next week. Peace.